So I really had high hopes for the show, and I'm really disappointed with it. But and I said this on a podcast recently, I'm still watching it. And so I will say that they are doing something right, because I'm not tuning out.
It's summer? Like, for instance, if this was plopped in February,
I would
you still be
honestly,
watching it?
I personally would still watch it because it is still part of the brand that is this book.
Fair.
And as
God
much
knows
as I
I've been
hate
there
what they've
too.
done to it, I want to see it through. And I want to see if it can turn itself around.
I stayed on with 90210 much longer than any sane human should have because of that very reason.
Right. I mean, and I don't think I'm alone in it. And I think that, like, a lot of TV viewing, there's so much to be said about hate watching.
Based on the live IMs I get from friends as they watch the show and are miserable by it, you are not alone.
Right. And that's the thing, like, whether you want to call it hate watching or not, we're watching it.
Watching for work.
And I don't even call it that because I'm not writing about it.
But I know people who do watch
right,
for
but
work.
I'm just saying, like, that's the thing. I'm not being super quiet about the fact that I'm watching it. It's not like it's not my shameful little secret. So they're doing something right. I just can't put my finger on what it is, and it might be accidental. It might be accidental.
Of a book you like and kind of use the same premise.
They have some great actors. They really do.
They have some really great actors.
They've had some great moments. They're just so far apart from each other that I can't. I always tune in and I'm like, oh, I hope it's like X, and it's this moment from like 4 episodes ago, and you may get one moment like that in 44 minutes, but everything around it is just
headbangingly atrocious.
I don't know. I mean, it's just not what I want it to be at all. So I'm still watching it, and who knows? I mean, I think we should check in. Oh, you might not be able to see it, but at the finale and see.
CBS.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, they were writing this when they got picked up for the 13. They were the 15. 13. They didn't know for sure that they were getting a second season. So.
But
you have to have a strong ending.
But from everything that we heard from WonderCon, it sounded like they were
they had
much
the assumption, but at the same time, like, you still have to have a strong ending to make people want to see more. I'm not saying the dome is going to lift or everyone's going to die that extreme, but I mean, like, I'm very curious to see where they end at 13, how much about the dome people learn, and how much about the dome changes things. Because there was that episode with the pregnancy where it kind of felt like. Well, so one woman goes into labor, and then another woman dies, and it kind of felt like it's the cycle of we can't. It kind of felt like it was controlling the population, and I'm curious if is that random? Was it just a way to get 2 big moments in one episode, or is that literally what the dome is doing?
I think it's
one life for another.
Literally,
other people have died, so I don't know if you can really say that.
No, I think it's just. That's an easy TV trope.
Maybe, but I'm just like, there are things that the dome is doing that is very curious and interesting if they're going to explore it and answer it.
No, I mean, and I'm just curious because I've seen some comments made about that the producers have a 3-year arc for the show. And so while I wouldn't be surprised if there were some answers by the end of the first season, I'm kind of feeling like I'm not really expecting much. But maybe I'll be surprised.
We'll see.
And who knows if I'll see it. We'll see, CBS. Your move.
They'll probably send the screener.
I'm not watching it if I haven't watched the 5 that precede it.
All right, fine.
I don't know if it's 5, but you know what I mean.
All right, well then maybe we won't check in with it. Maybe I'll check in alone.
She'll check in with it, and I'll be sitting here and just watch her hug her book, which could be compelling broadcasting. I don't know about you.
Read more.
Someone Tumblr that.
All right, I'm Danielle at Danielle TBD.
I'm Marisa at Marisa Rothman.
This was We Have Thoughts.